Sovereign woman, a woman who is whole unto herself and remembers she always has been. A woman who stands strong in her power and no longer gives it away. A woman who rises beyond the expectations of society. A woman who chooses to define herself. Noble amiga, this new moon theme is Sovereign Woman. I rise beyond society's expectations. But what are society's expectations? And how much value should we put on them? Do we trust all the rules that our culture has set for us? Or do many of these social rules stem from a time when human consciousness was less evolved and therefore flawed? And its perception and its judgment, are our social norms benefiting us or limiting us from the essential feelings of belonging, purpose, and worthiness? If we continue to play by outdated social rules, whether intentionally or unintentionally, are we harming ourselves, our families, and our communities in the long run? And what is at stake if we dare to color outside the lines, creating a new way of relating to ourselves, each other, and our cultures as a whole? Will we be rejected, cast out, despised, or unsafe? How do we become culturally mindful and walk with integrity and awareness of the moral incongruencies between our current social norms, our actions, and the truth of our inner wisdom? How do we reconcile the fact that old, outdated, and harmful patterns of thinking and relating to others run deep within our family lineages and our collective consciousness, and therefore ourselves? Do we truly embrace the fact that if we want to see our world transform, we must actively lean into the discomfort and transform ourselves? Because even though it's tempting, the change will not come from judging the outside world, but rather by deeply loving the tender parts we find within ourselves and walking step by step connected to the wisdom of our hearts. Welcome to the new moon in Virgo. It's time to get honest and cut the cords with behaviors that drain our power. Sister, it is likely that the way that you relate to yourself, your family, and social circle is riddled with cultural dogmas and learned behaviors based on survival and a yearning to be accepted and loved. Whether you inherited these behaviors and patterns from your parents or culture, we must reclaim our sovereign power and lean into the deep spaces where we feel fear of rejection, abandonment, or judgment in order to stand humbly, beautifully, and powerfully in our truth. For this new moon, we call to our sisters around the world to focus our energy on breaking the chains of codependency and compliance by turning inward to take an honest moral assessment. We invite all of us to courageously look within to see where we are sacrificing our truth by shying away from confrontation for the sake of love, light, and harmony, while hidden in the depths of our being, locked away in the basement, is genuine grief and outrage. Globally, we are at a time when issues of inequality, income disparity, oppression, racism, climate change, and sexism are at the forefront of our conversations as a human family. We are trying to course correct, and that's no simple task. We are also dependent on one another, and our patterns of relating run very deep. Our need for human connection, family, and belonging is a beautiful and holy need. Yet due to the massive imbalances in our world, we are codependent with systems that are ultimately harmful to our personal and collective well-being. The good news is that we are in a period of shifting from codependency and the power over paradigm to an interdependent and power with paradigm. Even though this shift is messy and uncomfortable, we are doing powerful shadow work, which will create more freedom and harmony for future generations. It begins with you. Oh, we can talk about the macro world systems all day. We can talk about the damage of colonialism or capitalism, and we can talk about everything that is wrong with our world, but that's not where the deeper, more impactful work exists. The work is within you. It's time to understand where your patterns, desires, morals, dreams, and fears come from. It's time to liberate yourself from your compliance and belief in that which is no longer serving your evolution and spiritual expansion. What will happen if we, as a sisterhood, dare to live by the truth of our hearts without dimming our light, our passion, our anger, our truth? What happens if we stop blaming others and start living each day free and sovereign within our own being? What if we recognize that the cage is unlocked and we can simply walk out at any moment? What happens if we are able to be self-reliant and can self-soothe while honoring our true desires and deep fears about belonging to this human family? What if we let go of comparing ourselves to others and striving to be bigger, better, faster? What if we let ourselves be who we truly are? Sister, you don't have to be everything to everyone. You can have your unique gifts, and you don't have to try to contort yourself into becoming something that is enough by the standards of some old, outdated, and mentally ill social norms and expectations. You are enough. Everything you need to feel whole is already within you. We bow to you, O sovereign woman, and we invite you. Every new moon, your sisterhood awaits. This September 17th, 2020, our new moon in Virgo theme is Sovereign Woman. I rise beyond the world's expectations. And sister, our circle is always free. We are meditating. We are synchronized with sister circles all over the planet through the Global Sisterhood Network, all meditating on the same theme every new moon. And you can be a part of this global sisterhood that is transforming the world's consciousness each new moon. So all you have to do to get to the circle is register for free at thewayoftruth.live/sisterhood, and we will send you the Zoom invitation right away. And who are we? Oh, we are the Way of Truth. The Way of Truth is a sacred journey portal that trains and employs the sacred genius in you through customized courses, coaching, mentoring, and opportunities delivered through your own secured online portal. Employ your sacred genius now with your transformation team. We are Shelley Chase, writer and life happiness coach, and I'm Wendy Spurgeon. I'm an integrative life coach and a global sisterhood facilitator. So again, we hope that you will join us this coming new moon, September 17th, 2020. It's a Thursday. The new moon is in Virgo, and our theme is Sovereign Woman. I rise beyond society's expectations. Just go to thewayoftruth.live/sisterhood. This is Wendy saying bye for now. Mwah.